These days, reality is a bummer. Everyone's looking for a way to escape. James Halliday saw the future, and then he built it. He gave us a place to go. A place called the Oasis. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Pastor Frederick here. Now, the metaverse is a relatively new idea, new technology that's coming out. It's not new in terms of its philosophy, its ideas, concept is not new, but the technology is relatively new. I believe the metaverse is highly dangerous. I believe the metaverse is very dangerous, and we should be very leery of the metaverse as believers. I'm gonna tell you why. I believe the metaverse has the potential of eroding society. Virtual reality will become more important than physical reality for some people. Because in the virtual world, you can construct a world that fits your ideology, that fits your lifestyle, that fits your desires. It's like social media on steroids. In social media, we can construct and create a world that gives off this perception that we're perfect, that we have everything going on, that our life is just so great. But in reality, it may not be that way. Metaverse is that on steroids. Now, there's some on YouTube who are saying the metaverse is a good idea. We're going to have church in the metaverse. That is the worst idea you could possibly have, because you're going to be controlled by an algorithm. Okay. The algorithm is going to look at what you do, your tendencies, your patterns, your likes, your dislikes, and it's going to force feed you. It's going to pigeonhole you into this world that is only feeding your biases. It's only feeding you what you want to hear. It's only giving you the fake news, the lies, whatever it is you think you like and know and love. It's going to only feed you that and pigeonhole you into a world where you can't escape from. This is going to have people stuck in heresy, stuck in false churches, stuck under false cult leaders. At least in the real world, certain things you can't control, certain streams of information you can't control, certain conversations you can't unhear. Some of those conversations could pull people out of false doctrine, but in the metaverse, you're going to be trapped in that church. You're going to be trapped under that leader, because the algorithm is going to pigeonhole you into a world you cannot escape from. This is spiritual dystopia. The metaverse is super dangerous for people who are trying to find spirituality, trying to find Christ. They're not going to find it. They're going to find a cult leader. They're going to find a false teacher. They're going to find a fake deliverance minister that's going to lead them to hell. One of the key talking points and attractive points for the metaverse is people from different geographical locations can come together and have church. Well, this is highly dangerous, because what could possibly happen is people creating a universal church, people forming a universal salvation, people coming up under universal deception and just sending more people to hell. So some will push back and say, well, what about the real teachers who could come into those places and give the real gospel and get some of those people out of those situations? That's highly unlikely in the metaverse, because in the metaverse, you can control your reality. You can push out and force out and keep out any conflicting thoughts, any opposing viewpoints. You will just eliminate those things altogether. They could never penetrate your virtual world. You will be stuck in perpetual heresy and perpetual deception without even knowing it. I will be very leery of people promoting and pushing and endorsing the metaverse. Those individuals are short-sighted. They don't really see the dangers in the big picture. They're just kind of in this state of ignorant bliss. Oh, we're going to just bring the gospel and we're going to just teach the gospel. They're arrogant to think that they can just come into this virtual reality and just overtake it and overcome it without becoming susceptible themselves to the algorithm and to the deception. It's very dangerous. We need to be careful. Larry, find you a real church with real people. Stay out of the metaverse. If you like this video and you want more content like this, do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Like this video. I'll be back next week with another video. This is Pastor Frederick. This is By the Book.